Good morning from Monday. I need to walk out more in the morning. I don't take enough advantage of living in central Paris and having these beautiful views. But I was doing some more shots with my film camera. I really want to finish the roll and develop it to see what it turns out to be, because it's such a different feeling not know what turns up. Some shots I couldn't even see what I was taking because I wanted to take it from the ground, and the only way you can know what's in the frame is if you actually look in the viewfinder, and it was quite impossible unless I really lie down on the grass. It's such a different feeling to have the sun after full-blown autumn weather last week. This is a very welcome change. And so I wanted to buy some flowers for the apartment. I have quite a lot of plans for the week. I kind of listed the things I wanted to visit. Some of those are just beautiful views. Well, again, the weather is really helping that, and others are the performances and like light shows. So we have like about 5 or 6 things on the list. I'm trying to choose flowers. They have such beautiful roses. They're kind of fluffy roses. I don't know their actual name, but I think I'll go with this one. It's afternoon the next day, and this is one of those days where I have to drag myself out of the house. Even though it's like a nice weather, I haven't been feeling well, and when I don't, I tend to say to myself that I'm gonna like stay at home, but I will be productive, I will edit. I was actually quite productive. I did create a thumbnail for the episode that is currently being edited. In general, I've realized vlogging helps me to stay more active. When I don't vlog, I just can stay at home, do small things, not even get out of the house, or not have any specific plans in the week, just like do, some errands, and that's it. At least I told myself that I'm gonna vlog more. I started to think a bit more in advance, and like what can I do this week, what can I film, what can be the next episode, and like what are the places I want to go to. So okay, I should stop talking. Let's go outside and see you there. I just did the return, and now I'm trying to find a place that I can photograph. I didn't have like anything in mind, but I'm sure we'll find some pretty buildings. I wanted to show you how I photograph with this camera. This is all manual. So here on top you have this calculator. So I set up the 2 things that align. Then I need to set these 2 parameters, and then I need to actually focus everything, and then click the button. I'm back home. The little walk helped, but I still feel down and low energy. I usually lean on walks and just like changing the scenery a little bit. Today I wanted to show you how I shoot with the film camera, but I've realized that it's very tricky to set it up on the street. So I got frustrated by it, and I took a couple of shots, but I feel like I was more focused on managing the cameras versus actually like figuring out the creative shot and the cool stuff to just capture. But I bought some vitamin C, so hopefully it will give me a bit more energy. When I was putting it in the cupboard, I also remembered that I got those. Most of you watching my vlogs are from the US, so you probably know this candy. So this is one of the big YouTubers who created this candy, and I just wanted to try this. I was watching his channel recently, and then I wanted to try those. So I asked Kevin to bring it from his last trip. So I've got 3. This is the only ones I actually wanted to try, but I have 2 more as well. So we're gonna try one of each. So the first one I'm gonna try is the berry ropes. Yeah, I'm not too much of a candy person, but those are not bad. Okay, so I finished chewing. This one tastes like it has very strong cherry taste, and I'm just was going through the things they claim. So it says it's keto friendly, which is surprising to me because it's mostly sugar and starch. And then There's no synthetic colors, it's plant-based, and it has like the fiber for the gut health. I think it's not bad for like for candy. I think it's pretty good. Okay, now trying the one that I actually wanted. So I expect this to be like crunchy. It's not what I thought it would be. So I remember these candies from my childhood. They were like bubbling on your tongue, and so this is based on how like it's gummy buster. So I thought it would be something similar. But the texture is almost identical to this one, except it has like crunchy thing on top. So this is the texture. This outer layer is kind of hard and crunchy. On one side is very similar to the previous one. Not the last one, the gummy bears. Gummy bears. This one has 5 different tastes. I don't know which one I got. I think lemonade again. Actually, for the gummy bears like this, I recently tried the gummies with vitamins, and those were actually pretty good. So I think it would be even better if they added some vitamin C in those. It was cool to try. As I said, I'm not too much of a candy, but if you're into candy, I can definitely say that those are a good choice. Out of 3, I think I prefer this one because it's because of the texture and the variety of flavors. The second, I would say probably this one. This I was the most excited about, but in the end, I kind of less fan of this double texture. But yeah, it was cool to try. But I think I'm good for a month with supply of candy. I'll see you tomorrow. I think we'll try to go by the camera and do one of the spots. We are going to DJI store to hopefully buy a new camera. I called them last week and they had it in stock, but it was last week, so I didn't call and check today. But it's a nice weather, so if we don't have a camera, we'll still enjoy the city. This is the one I'm gonna get. So they didn't have it on stock, but we ordered it and it should be here in 2 or 3 days. And it's actually much bigger than I thought. It seemed smaller when I looked on the internet, but it's still quite small, so I'm excited to try it. And now we're gonna figure out the place to eat. As I had 2 spots saved on my map, we decided to make the most of it and try them both. The first one is Tao Can, and we ordered an assortment of dumplings. They offered a variety of flavors and were quite small in size, so it made a perfect start of our lunch and gave us a taste of this restaurant. Can I try this one? I don't know what one this is. It's good. They're so tiny. I like the flavors, but I thought it would be a bigger portion. The second place is a steam bar, and we continue on the dumplings theme. Here the menu is a little bit different, it's a bit more original, so we got to try 2 of the things on the menu. Okay, let's try. The first one we got is kanako. I don't remember all the ingredients. Yeah, so it's a mixture of meat and I really like it. It has a lot of like spice where you actually feel it. You can taste it. So this one, I like the inside. I think I could do it without cheese. Yeah, I like the combo of peanut and the chicken, and it also has spices. I do not prefer the first one over this one. I'm planning on publishing an episode that shares more details on both of those places and some other spots where you can try delicious dumplings in Paris. In the meantime, I can definitely recommend both of those. You cannot go wrong with either of those 2. We then stopped by this cute coffee shop on the way and continued on to take the few shots on the film camera. Okay, can I try it? It's good. We finally finished this, so now I don't know how to actually rewind the film. I'll have to watch tutorials, but I'm excited to finally see it developed. I'm back home, so we went to the store. The camera wasn't there, but I bought another microphone. So when I was looking on the website, they had these bundles, and when I bought this camera, the Osmo Pocket, they had the bundle, and the accessories in the bundle were actually cheaper compared to if you buy them separately. And I thought with the Nana it's going to be a similar principle, but according to the person in the shop, it doesn't make any difference in price. And so I decided to not get what they had, like the selfie stick. I don't know if I actually need it. I mean, so far I just, like with this camera, I was just doing the vlogging like this. And the idea for the Nana is more like POV shots, like attaching it to metal surfaces. So I didn't think I would need it, but I got the second mic mini, which is white. I have one and I use it all the time, but I also use it for voiceovers, and so I have to reconnect it to the camera all the time. And also I wanted to have a white one so that it's more discreet for when I have white outfits. And the camera itself is coming a little later in the week, so they'll send us email, but it should be here by Friday. I think my camera is broken, so this thing is supposed to go down, but it doesn't. And then this is supposed to actually turn, but it doesn't. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I'm gonna try and open it in the dark room, we'll see. Okay, this, I think I figured it out. It was just really bad. It's an old camera, so this little thing that I thought didn't go down, it actually did, but I had to like use a metal tool. And in the meantime, I think I might have messed up the film, because while I was trying to figure that out, I accidentally opened the thing too early and there was sunlight. So we'll see. Okay, I was able to get it out, but yeah, right now I'm worried that I messed it up because of the cover that opened. I probably need to update the camera because this one is cool, it's vintage and all, but it's really hard to use. But I kind of enjoyed taking photos with film, so hopefully I didn't completely mess up this one. I'm gonna send it to the lab and then, well, we'll see. Morning, we are Wednesday and I'm running late to the chiropractor. I was too caught up with the editing this morning. But the good news, the chiropractor is actually close to the Arc de Triomphe, and this is one of the spots I wanted to include in my Epic View episode, so we're gonna do it right after. Well, I also remember that it's a fashion week, and so I just passed a random spots where people are like all dressed up next to the Parisian building. And I had to get up my microphone because there is always construction in Paris. I think like in any old city where they try to actually make sure the city looks good, they end up fixing different buildings kind of all the time. A lot of doctors operate as private practitioners, and there is no zoning law for like this old apartment buildings. You can use it as businesses, and so it's very common that you come to a doctor in like a house like this. It's an old Haussmannian building, basically those stone buildings. So those are like old buildings that have this Parisian charm, and so it's an added bonus of going to a doctor in Paris. We could shoot for the moon to the tune of our own song. Okay, I'm done with the doctor. I'm now heading towards the Arc de Triomphe. And I'm gonna show you how to get there. So to cross this huge intersection, you do not cross on the street level. You have to find this subterranean cross, I guess. So I'm gonna show you how to find it. It's like one of those spots on the circle, but it can be a bit tricky. So the easy way to identify the underground access to the Arc de Triomphe is to face it straight ahead. The first entrance is from the Avenue de Grande Armée, and the second one is from the Avenue de Champs-Élysées. Here's the points on the map so that you can visualize it a little bit better. And this is the footage from the street level. small preview of the Arc de Triomphe visit. I'm working on a video showing the most beautiful rooftop views in Paris, so stay tuned for the full experience of Arc de Triomphe visit and its magnificent views. The last few steps. Now that I'm done with the visit, I have one more errand to run today, is to bring my film for development. Let's go. Okay, I got my order. I got the coffee and the waffle. Let's try the coffee first. Ooh, it's pretty good. Let's try the waffle. That's really good waffle. It has a perfect amount of crunch, so it's crunchy from outside and it's very soft inside. And it's very airy texture, so it's like the perfect version of waffle, so I really love it. Good morning. It's time to assemble the table we received. The desk did adjust the height, so it should be like a standing desk and sitting desk. And yeah, I hope it will help with my back pain editing on the sofa. So let's do it. Camera has been delivered, so I'm heading to a DJI store to get it. And it's very cold and rainy. Okay. Let's unpack the camera. This is the camera itself. It comes in two parts. The main kind of part that records, you attach here, and I thought it would be, I don't know why, but for some reason I thought it would be smaller. So the second part is that. This is how they attach together. And then there's a few accessories that's supposed to come with it. So, okay, so this is a ball joint. This has like the suction cup that's supposed to just stick to surfaces. I don't know if this one works for the car. I'll need to read a bit on that. This one, I think this one is a head clip. Put this thing through the head, and then this one is where you attach the camera. And then the last one, I think it's a pendant. Yeah, so this one is the thing you put on your... Ooh. But I mean, it feels very light, so the main reason I wanted this was to be able to shoot the POV shots and be a bit more discreet. Okay, so I'm excited to test this camera next week and show you the result. And I'm gonna close this vlog here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.